everybody. This is Mayor Tyrone Garner with the Unified Government of Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. And welcome. I'd just like to update you all on a few things. Throughout my tenure as your mayor and CEO of the Unified Government, I've talked about the importance of inclusive, collaborative process throughout our Unified Government. This week, I wanted to share some of my many exciting things that are going on here to Unified Government, some of the things that your commission, our employees, as well as other volunteers may be doing here at the Unified Government on your behalf, and ways that you can get involved as we work to make Wyandotte County a great and safe place to live, work, and raise a family. 2 weeks ago, you may have attended one of our meet and greet sessions. Thank you for all those that attended and were involved in that process. And that was a process involving candidates for county administrator. This is an important hire that will help move this government forward as we transition into this period of rebuilding our organization and really finding the best ways to revitalize Kansas City, Kansas, and Wyandotte County. We're working closely with the Board of Commissioners and hope to have an announcement for you soon. That announcement hopefully will be made on March 2nd, and that's where the Commission will take a look at the candidate and make a decision as to a permanent appointment. And this is really critical in stabilizing the unified government and addressing some of the most critical needs, again, involving Wyandotte County and Kansas. Next month, we're kicking off our 2024 budget season. We're excited about that. We've heard you, your commission has heard you, and we know that your governing body is going to have to make some tough decisions as we address the structural deficits and we seek fiscal sustainability, as well as trying to be fiscally responsible with your tax dollars. We're reaching out in more ways than ever to understand what your priorities are, identify those opportunities for savings, and hear from you on ideas for our future and what you would like to see as priorities in the budgetary process. We're also kicking off our comprehensive plan, our long-range vision for the community. We encourage you to get involved. It's really important that you're at the table at these critical discussions, so the decisions aren't just made for you, they're made with you, and we really want you to be at the table. So I encourage you to educate yourself, come to your commission meetings, come to your standing commission meetings, contact your mayor's office, contact your commissioners, and connect with staff that actually does the work. So you can definitely get educated, get involved, and be relevant as we go through these processes. In the meantime, we've also created ways in finding ways for your funds to work harder for you. There's several grant opportunities that are out there. You may have heard the great announcement from Congressman Sharice Davis of a $1 million federal fund to develop a Vision Zero action plan for all communities within Wyandotte County to eliminate traffic fatalities, and we're really excited about that. And it's a way to keep our community safe, as well as you've probably also heard about the HUD grant for lead abatement to help keep our community safe and our homes just as safe as well, especially those older homes that have issues that may involve lead. This spring, we're continuing to work to address systematic racism within Wyandotte County. This is a recently launched initiative by the health department, and they're going to be going on a listening tour that's already started. I encourage people to get involved in the conversation. Last week, President Biden released an executive order declaring racism a public health crisis. We share in that sentiment, and I look forward to working with our commission on addressing the root issues behind crime, housing instability, implicit bias, racism, and how we can prioritize spending our resources in a way that can help identify and abate those types of things that negatively impact Wyandotte County and Kansas City, Kansas. Until then, I hope you'll bring a neighbor and RSVP for these listening sessions, and it's really important that we all get involved. We want your voice to be heard in that regard. In the spirit of finding ways to make our community more equitable and affordable, Commissioner Bynum is chairing a subcommittee to examine a BPU pilot. I'm really excited about that. She took that charge and call to action because, again, we hear you. We understand that taxes as well as the BPU pilot are something of a great concern for many of our residents, especially those residents that struggle to make ends meet, those hardworking residents that are really trying to just work hard and put food on their table. Your unified government recognizes that, and we're trying to find ways that we can lower taxes, fees, and your BPU pilot fees as well in a responsible way, and hopefully in a way that positively impacts those most in need in Wyandotte County. Also, the UG is also hosting an outreach to help our seniors apply for tax rebates through the Homestead Safe Senior Tax Rebate Program. We're really excited about that, as well as the Utility Sales Tax Rebate Program. We'll even give you a ride to meet with the UG's clerk to complete your paperwork. And so look for those opportunities. They're out there. You can contact your Unified Government Clerk's office or your mayor's office for more information on that. We know that it takes a multifaceted effort to address issues of racism and addressing the history of redlining in our built environment, and that's really important. The Land Bank Policy Subcommittee is meeting today at 3:30 here at City Hall, 701 North 7th Street on the 5th floor. You're more than welcome to come out to really look at the land bank issues and policies and be involved in that discussion, and really let your voice be heard on how to better improve the over 4,500 land bank properties that are in UG's possession, and how we can better come up with economic strategies that can help Wyandotte County become the revigorated and vibrant community that we would like it to be. If you're an artist or support artists with business, I want to invite you to our Arts and Economic Development Task Force, which meets again today at 6 p.m. Again on the 5th floor to realign its efforts, and you're invited to join that conversation as well. Commissioner Markley chairs that task force, and she's looking for new volunteers. So I encourage everyone to get involved if arts is one of your passions. If you're passionate about the environment, we invite you to join us on Monday, February 27th at the South Branch Library to join in conversation with our Environmental Sustainability and Green Power Task Force, where we'll hear a presentation about going solar and talk about other ways we can equitably respond to the climate challenges that we know affect our nation. There's also the Economic Development Strategic Planning process, which is kicking off to help us grow and support local businesses to improve the quality of life of residents here in Wyandotte County and Kansas City, Kansas. This is going to be taking place Tuesday, February 28th at 10 a.m. The Unified Government is hosting an information session on redevelopment of 3 major unified government-owned sites for prospective developers, and we really would like for you to be involved, and we're really excited about having the potential for developers to come into our community, because we know if we're going to do the types of things that we know need to be done, lower our taxes, address the BPU pilot, provide the goods and services that we know our community and our residents deserves, we have to broaden our tax base that is responsible, and we need to invite developers in here that are willing to bring the types of goods, services, and amenities that we know our residents deserve. We've got to anchor people right here in Wyandotte County with both affordable housing and housing that accommodates people of all income levels. And we want those individuals to see Wyandotte County as a viable option, again, to live, work, and raise a family. Then join us later in March when we have our first ever Fuse Corps Fellow. They'll present on the state of housing in our community as we look for a more economic resilient Wyandotte County. Stay tuned for that information, and that will be forthcoming. And if you're not signed up for the UG newsletter, please sign up for that, because a lot of the information that I'm putting out right now, our staff does a real good job of trying to get that information out to you in our newsletter. So stay tuned for these developing initiatives as they come forward. We have a lot happening in 2023, and I invite you to get involved, whether volunteering for a task force. Some of those task forces that we're looking at are the Arts, Culture, and Economic Development Task Force, Business and Economic Development, which is really focusing on how we can streamline the developers process to go from proposal to shovel ready in short order. Charter ordinances, really making sure that our ordinances here at the Unified Government reflect of who we are today and the values that you, the residents, have. And making sure that all our policies reflect those values in a way that helps us provide the best level of efficient governance and a delivery of service to all our residents. We also have the Community Health and Recreation and Wellness Committee, the Community Safety and Justice Task Force, the Government Efficiencies Task Force, as well as the Unhoused Residents and Neighbors in Needs Task Force. And we're still looking for members and you, the public, to be involved in this. We cannot do this alone. Your mayor can't do it alone. Your staff here at the Unified Government can't do it alone, as well as your commissioners. It takes all of us to make Wyandotte County the type of community that we want to see, which is an improved community, in my mind, that will be second to absolutely no one in the nation. And that's the goal that we all have. How do we make life better for everyone? And so thank you for your time. You will be hearing from me on a regular basis. This is a great opportunity. I thought it'd be great for me to get this message out to you, and just keep those that may not have the opportunity to come to the commission meetings on Thursdays to be able to at least get a little information from your mayor on some of the good things and the exciting things that we know will be of great value to you, not just now, but well into the future. So thank you. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.